opinion, the WNBA has completely botched what was once a sensation in Caitlin Clark. She's still great, but it feels like there's been no movement on the WNBA front in 3 years, and we're at the same situation we were 3 years ago before she came to the league, where WNBA are once again. I know they have better TV deals and stuff, but I'm looking at the attendance and I'm looking at the numbers for these games. They are cold once again, and Caitlin Clark is not drawing Indiana crowds to these games anymore.
It feels like part of the reason for that is she hasn't been able to stay on the court. She's been injured and hasn't been able to play. So I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, we got 2 new expansion teams. We have, and I say we because just as a general statement, I don't work for the WNBA or anything like that. But Cleveland is getting a WNBA team in 2028, followed by Detroit in 2029, Philly in 2030. Portland and Toronto just came into the league. Golden State a couple years ago, they came to a new CBA agreement where players are actually making more money. So to a certain extent, I think they have, but not entirely.
Well, my point is, you remember around this time a couple years ago, we had talked about, could the WNBA top the NBA draft? Or could the WNBA get somewhere close to like a Major League Baseball Sunday Night Baseball game? And they weren't. They were doing great numbers. And, it wasn't like, oh, could they top an NBA Finals game? But could they get close to like a conference finals game? And people were tuning in to watch Caitlin Clark. And more people were talking about Caitlin Clark. They were talking about the NBA Finals between the Celtics and the Mavericks. She was the sports story of 2024. And I understand that she was hurt and did not play a lot last year. But it also, in my opinion, the WNBA from the start, whether it was the Angel Reese thing or whether it was the comments about her from other players, the league itself did not do what they should have done. Yes, did they treat her like the woman version of Steph Curry? Yes, they did. But I will tell you, Steph Curry, as great as he is and was once maybe the co-face of the league with LeBron, was not LeBron in terms of marketability. And they needed to treat her like she was the GOAT, put her on all, I forget how many games they have in the regular season, but literally put her on every single television, every single night, and do like what the NBA has done with Victor Wembanyama. This is our guy. This is our leader. She is going to lead us. Follow her. And they did not do that. And it's led to, oh, wait, Caitlin Clark is still a thing?
No, I understand what you're saying. By the way, Angel Reese is making her return to Chicago tonight with the Atlanta Dream.
She's on what, her second team already?
Yes.
Remember, our whole summer of 2024 was about, could the WNBA surpass baseball in popularity? That was she was leading off talk shows like ours around the country during the NBA Finals. I remember specifically during the MLB All-Star break, too. It was like, oh, the MLB All-Star game's on tonight. I don't really want to watch that. I want to watch Caitlin Clark. Now people are like, oh, yeah, that thing, she played college basketball in Indiana. Yeah, that's Steph Curry. Yeah, they look at her like she was a hot shot in a pan, and now she's like a regular old player again.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's some Josh. I'm not going to go to the extreme on this because I think she's a way better player than what I'm about to compare. There's some Jeremy Lin and Tim Tebow to this.
No, I understand what you're saying. She caught fire at the right time, and Lynn's sanity only lasted a short amount of time. I get it. Same with Tebow Mania. I understand your point. Excuse me.
Was you?
But no, I understand what you're saying, and to a certain extent, I think you're right, but not entirely, because again, the WNBA, they got a new CBA. They have a few new expansion teams coming into the league. So that momentum is still there. It might not be as prominent, but I think it's still there.
I guess my point is when you were getting 3 million viewers and now you're back down to the 500,000s, like you've lost all your momentum. All the fans that you got from Caitlin Clark didn't even stick around for her team.
That part is true, yes.